Alexis, let's go ahead and take a look. I've got your poster up right here, and of course, I just need to get this situated so we can see the whole poster in the window. I keep my, just so you know, I keep my recording window a little small because it just, if I don't, it takes forever to render these videos. So that's why you see me kind of resizing and stuff. So just in case you are wondering. Anyways, let's go and take a look. I want to talk about typography, then we'll talk about concept. So right now you've got, in terms of typography, there's one thing that's really missing in this, and it's remember our rules of kerning. From back in weeks 1 and 2, we spent a lot of time perfecting our understanding and our execution of kerning based on those hand-rendered assignments. But I don't see much adhering to the rules of kerning here. So both Nelson and Mandela both need to be kerned optimally. Okay. The next thing is let's America's greatest freedom symbol. That's good. I like the fact that you're adding a sans serif here to create some typographic variety. That's fantastic. Nice job there. Now, so this looks like it's kerned out pretty nicely. So that works out very well. Let's talk about concept. So the concept here, I think it's a little antithetical. And the reason I say that is because right now you've got the bird, right? Then you've got the bird representing the A in Mandela. Then you've also got the bird doubling as a symbol for freedom. And that's really smart. That's advanced conceptual development. The problem, though, is this, is that you're talking about the bird being a symbol of freedom. However, the way the bird is right now, with these dashed lines, the bird seems to be trapped. Now, the bird can't fly if it wants to, right? So is this bird really free? See what I'm saying? My recommendation is to not use those, to let that bird have an open relationship with infinity as opposed to being kind of stranded. Right now, this bird to me isn't free. It's more trapped by this horizontal dashed lines. I'm also wondering why these dashed lines are hand rendered as opposed to using digital methodology in that regard. I'm not real sure how this will transpose in terms of visual continuation to the back of the poster, but we'll see that when that time comes. This is interesting too, the color. That's very interesting as well. I would also consider, if you remove these dashed lines, I would also consider bringing Nelson closer to Mandela here. The space is pretty wide because right now there's a separation. We don't want that. We want this to be harmonious. So once you bring that, I would recommend maybe moving this down a little in the composition to give this bird room to fly, should it decide to do so. Do you see what I'm saying? So open up that expansive sky for the bird just to reinforce the symbol of freedom. Okay, as the bird is able to fly. All right. Other than that, I think it's a good start. There's a couple of areas here that kind of look a little questionable. So I'm going to zoom in here. Yeah, tough to say, but this is a kind of an unusual typeface here. This kind of serif right here it almost looks like it's cut off right there, but that could very well be the typeface. We see the same thing in the E right there. Looks like part of that E is missing. But we see it here too, so apparently that's the typeface. To me, it looks like a mistake. You might consider using a different typeface. That definitely looks like a mistake here and here. Okay, all right, so great start. Good, solid concept, definitely. Some work to be needed in terms of typography. I would also recommend you might want to consider adding some sort of additional color here. It seems to be really stark. So think about that, maybe just a color background or something. So, all right, so at this point, of course, any questions or if I can make any clarifications, please let me know. But this is conceptually a really solid start. So let me know if I can clarify anything. Thank you very much.